We're live from Georgia.
Things were in chaos, literally chaos.
Nobody wants that to happen, Democrat or Republican. Nobody wants it to happen.
You got to take a look at what I was left when I became president.
That COVID mess.
Every single thing he said is a lie.
I call it Biden migrant crime.
And he didn't deserve to be president. Didn't deserve to be president at all.
He caused the inflation.
The 46th president of the United States, Joe Biden. The 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump. This is the CNN presidential debate.
This debate is being produced
on June 27th of this year, 2024. Current President Joseph Biden and former President Donald Trump debated key issues for the American people as the United States heads quickly towards the next presidential election cycle. We here at Truth Quotient have put together this short analysis of a few assertions made by each candidate during the event. We place heavy importance on being unbiased and nonpartisan in our analysis. To remain as factually accurate as possible, we will be using our assertion validation software tool, Authentification, to fact-check the statements made by both parties. Before we begin going through the assertions made by Biden and Trump, it is important to understand more about authentication and how it works. Authentification uses a no-human-in-the-loop algorithmic approach to analyzing assertion claims and facts. With linguistic comparisons against real facts and trusted data from verified sources, authentification is the most powerful and accurate tool for fact-checkers, journalists, and academics in assertion analysis. Authentification first needs to know what assertion it needs to analyze, so any user can come and enter in the claim they wish to validate here on the main search page, but don't worry. Even on the software results page, there is a validation query text box for quick checking of another fact you as the user would like to validate. Authentification also has this fun feature where you can pause while writing your assertion query to see suggestions of previously entered searches. Authentification quickly runs its analysis and takes the user to the results page where you will see the answer, the truth meter score, and credible URLs for further review and understanding of the answer and truth meter score provided. If you want to check out authentification for yourself, go to truthquotient.co to sign up for your free 14-day trial use of the software. With that brief explanation of authentication by Truth Quotient out of the way, let's now jump into our analysis and breakdown of a few assertions made by Joseph Biden and Donald Trump during the first 2024 presidential debate. President Biden told the American people that under former President Trump,
the economy collapsed.
So, we typed the assertion into authentification, and here is what we got. This statement by President Biden was false. The economy did not collapse under President Trump. While the COVID-19 pandemic had a significant impact on the economy, the economic data during Trump's presidency is more nuanced than a simple collapse. Former President Trump stated at one point in the debate,
he allowed millions of people to come in here from prisons, jails, and mental institutions.
Authentification demonstrates based on the facts that this statement by former President Trump wasn't true either. President Joseph Biden did not allow millions of people to come into the United States from prisons, jails, and mental institutions. This claim, made by former President Donald Trump, has been widely debunked by various sources, including fact-checking organizations and immigration experts. Let's take a few minutes to watch some other examples of true and false assertions made by the candidates. Turning to current President Joseph Biden, he made the assertion that,
We got to take a look at what I was left when I became president, what Mr. Trump left me. We had an economy that was in free fall.
Authentification found that this assertion was very unlikely. President Biden did not inherit a U.S. economy from Donald Trump that was collapsing. In fact, when President Biden took office in January 2021, the economy was not in a state of collapse. According to various sources, the economy was experiencing a strong recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, with low unemployment rates and robust job creation. We turn back to former President Donald Trump. He made an assertion about the economy under his presidency, stating,
We're the greatest economy in the history of our country.
Authentification found that this assertion was very unlikely. President Trump's assertion that the U.S. had the greatest economy in the history of the United States during his presidency is an exaggeration. While the economy did experience a period of prosperity before the COVID-19 pandemic, it was not the strongest economy in U.S. history. Back to Biden.
The pandemic was so badly handled. Many people were dying. All he said was, it's not that serious. Just inject a little bleach into your arm. You'll be all right.
Authentification found that this assertion was very unlikely. President Trump did not explicitly suggest injecting bleach into the arms of COVID-19 patients. Back to Trump.
The tax cut spurred the greatest economy that we've ever seen just prior to COVID. And even after COVID, it was so strong that we were able to get through COVID much better than just about any other country. But we spurred, that tax spurred. Now,
Authentification found that this assertion was very likely. Under President Trump, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 had significant impacts on the U.S. economy. The tax cuts, championed by Trump and congressional Republicans, led to a boom in economic growth, which in turn spurred job creation and investments. Back to Biden.
We created 15,000 new jobs.
Authentification found that this assertion was very unlikely. No, President Biden did not create 15,000 new jobs immediately after he became president. During the CNN presidential debate, President Biden mistakenly claimed that he had created 15,000 new jobs, but he later corrected himself to say 15 million jobs. Back to Trump.
we're no longer respected. They don't like us. We give them everything they want, and they think we're stupid. They think we're very stupid people.
Authentification found that this assertion was very likely. Yes, there is a widespread perception among people in foreign countries that Americans are stupid. Back to Biden.
And they've lost thousands and thousands of troops, 500,000 troops.
Authentification found that this assertion was very likely. Yes, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, Russia has lost over 500,000 troops since the start of its full-scale invasion of Ukraine on February 24, 2022. Back to Trump.
We have a border that's the most dangerous place anywhere in the world. Consider the most dangerous place anywhere in the world.
Authentification found that this assertion was very likely. The U.S. border is indeed considered one of the most dangerous places in the world, particularly the U.S.-Mexico border. According to a study by the International Organization for Migration, the U.S.-Mexico border is the deadliest land route for migrants, with at least 686 deaths and disappearances recorded in 2022. Back to Biden.
They acknowledge they made a lot of progress, number one. The fact of the matter is there are more small black businesses that have been started than any time in history.
Authentification found that this assertion was very likely. Under President Joe Biden's presidency, there has been a significant increase in the number of small black-owned businesses. According to various sources, including the U.S. Census Bureau and the Federal Reserve Board, the prevalence of black-owned small businesses has reached record levels during his tenure. Back to Trump.
He's given $200 billion now or more to Ukraine. He's given $200 billion. That's a lot of money.
Authentification found that this assertion was very unlikely. The United States has not given $200 billion to Ukraine for the Ukraine war. According to the sources provided, the total budget authority for aid to Ukraine is $175 billion, with only $107 billion directly aiding the government of Ukraine. Back to Biden.
He raised a deficit larger than any president has in any one term.
Authentification found that this assertion was very unlikely. Donald Trump's presidency did not raise the United States deficit higher than any other presidency in history. While Trump's presidency saw significant increases in the national debt, the largest increase in raw dollars was actually under President Barack Obama, who added more than $9.5 trillion to the debt during his 8 years in office. However, if you adjust for the number of years served, Trump's presidency saw the largest increase in the debt per year, with an average annual increase of almost $2 trillion. Back to Trump.
During my 4 years, I had the best environmental numbers ever.
Authentification found that this assertion was very unlikely. Under Donald Trump's presidency, the environment quality has been a subject of significant debate. While the Trump administration has highlighted several achievements in environmental protection, critics argue that the overall impact of his policies has been detrimental to the environment. We have had only enough time to share just a snapshot of the debate. During the debate, former President Trump and President Biden made hundreds of other assertions just like these. Using authentification, we are doing a full analysis of every assertion made by the candidates during the debate. We will release our analysis of the entire debate in the next few days. At Truth Quotient, we are also working on our next software system that takes the current authentification system available at truthquotient.co and goes a few steps beyond. This next software system will allow users to upload full documents, such as news reports and academic papers, for a complete analysis of all the assertions found in the text. Not only that, but this next software will also conduct an analysis of the syllogistic structures in each paragraph alongside identifying logical fallacies. Follow us on our social medias and keep a lookout for when this next advanced software system drops, which could be very soon. If you are so inclined, you could go to Quotient.co right now to try authentication for yourself. Thanks for watching.